Second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Block working out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete to
Albert O there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Broncos 10, Raiders nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off 4.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He's trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
First down. It's Mitchell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Broncos 10. Raiders nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield, here's Locke. Flushed out right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup at 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The 30-yard line.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. Full start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. From the left side here, and it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
7-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This one caught by Davis. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And again this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, headed into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drive stretch is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. That's complete to Corey Bounon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy, 32 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 16. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10. At the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Inside 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Raiders 7. Brandon McManus to kick.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Locke to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Go to the right side here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like it.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Zane Gonzalez lining up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. Whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not to think it's
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Open man, Hamlin, that's complete. And a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football. And the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the ground with a tight end. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we